Hello, welcome back to the Cricket Nerds. James and I are going to be talking about Punjab Kings, James' beloved team, um, the second best team to have never won the IPL after RCV. Sorry, I got you again. Um, so let's just get into it. I mean, I reckon they had a pretty good auction. James, what are your initial thoughts? Do you agree?
I am inclined to agree with you. Yes, I think overall it was a pretty decent auction. Um, they filled most of the gaps that I thought they had. They needed, cover in various areas, and they got them. One thing I do like is that all four overseas that are English are covered by people that are not English. So if this Pakistan tour that's potentially going on towards the end of the IPL does happen, and Bairstow, Livingston, Curran, and Wokes all have to go off there, then we still have four really high quality overseas bowlers and batters to come in. So if our four overseas, if we only had four in the squad and they were Riley Rousseau, Sikandar Raza, Kagisa Rabada, and Nathan Ellis, I'd be chuffed to bits. So I'm more than happy for that. I think they've covered a lot. One area that I am less happy about is the middle order kind of finisher role that they wanted Shah Khan to do sort of last season. He obviously didn't really. He did okay in like one or two games, but overall he wasn't great. Um, so we've got two potential players that can really fit that role. One of which is Ashutosh Sharma. I was quite happy with him. I thought he was somebody that I identified beforehand. And then the other one we bought accidentally, which was obviously very embarrassing for the Punjab management. Shashank Singh. I don't. They put out an excuse on social media. They said that like, oh, we meant to buy him all along. We just got confused because he's got the same name as somebody else. I don't buy it. I
No.
think they accidentally bought him and then looked and they were like, "Oh, you know what? He's actually all right." So we can't enter him back into the auction, but it looks like we've made an all right decision here because
Yeah.
he is the same guy that a couple of seasons ago finished a game for Sunrisers Hyderabad against Gujarat Titans, getting 25 off six. And there is a video, if you want to try and find it, of the cricket nerds reacting to that game, and we were all raving about Shashank Singh. So there
Yeah.
we go. If one of those two can fill in that number seven kind of slot, then I think Punjab are looking pretty good. What are your thoughts about Punjab? Because obviously you're a lot more neutral than me.
Well, they obviously made a mistake somewhere. They bought someone they weren't meant to get, whether it was Shashank Singh or someone else, because they've got a lot of um, batting all-rounders in that squad. They've got Tanay Tijarajan, Vishwanath Singh, and Shashank Singh, along with Shivam Singh, who's already in the squad, Rishi Dhawan, who's already in the squad, and Sikandar Raza. So they've got a lot of batting all-rounders. Oh, I've forgotten Liam Livingston as well. They've got loads there who can kind of have that role. And there will be two or three of those players who aren't going to play a single game all season, at least. So they've obviously made a mistake there. I think they're light in their Indian seam department. They've only got three Indian seamers in Harshal Patel, Arshdeep Singh, and Vidwath Kavarappa. Now, whether that's an issue or not, I'm not sure because, as you said, they've got a lot of overseas seam bowlers that they can call upon. Um, whether it is an issue, I'm not sure, but they almost need to be have like one more in there who can fill that void. Um, in terms of where they went well in the auction, I think they've got some decent young uncapped Indians, as you talked about, but also there's a lot riding on those younger Indian players. Um, because if they don't come good, then there's an over reliance on players like Shikhar Dhawan, Johnny Bairstow, Liam Livingston to score all the runs, and Jitesh Sharma to an extent. Um, and I think what they've done is in getting someone like Riley Rousseau, if the batting is lacking, because they have a lot of good Indian bowling options, they can call on him in the middle order. Won't affect their balance too much, and he can be a really good player for them to just go hard the whole way through the innings. Looking at their 11, do you reckon, or 12, I should say, do you reckon it's quite straightforward in picking their first choice team, or is it something you've been scratching your head over?
It's definitely something I've been scratching my head over, which I think is a good and a bad thing. With Punjab in general, the management they like to chop and change. They're a bit confused as a people, so it doesn't make it that good for winning a tournament. Not having any kind of squad stability or consistency. So I have kind of made two 11s or 12s, one of which has Arthur Vataide in it because he's a top order player. He's the captain of Vidarbha, the domestic side in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. He's really good and a good young player. The other one has Johnny Bairstow, who is
Okay.
obviously really experienced, and it just means that you use an overseas slot up front. So I'll name the most likely one, and that'll be the one that comes up on the screen. So that's got Shikhar Dhawan and Johnny Bairstow opening, with Prab Simran Singh in at 3, Liam Livingston 4, Jitesh Sharma 5 with the gloves, and then either Ashutosh Sharma or Shashank Singh in at 6, probably Ashutosh. Sam Curran at 7, Harsha Patel at 8, Kagisa Rabada at 9. Again, if you want to make that batting ridiculously deep, then we can put in Chris Wokes. Arshdeep Singh at 10, Rahul Chahar at 11, and then I'd put the impact player as Harpreet Brar. But equally, you can chop and change as much as you want. You could put Day in for Bairstow. I'd probably open with Prab Simran then. And then you can stick in a Sikandar Raza if you want to, who was brilliant and has been in incredible form for Zimbabwe as well. Or you can add in an extra bowler. The world is your oyster, but it does mean that I could definitely see Punjab losing the first couple of games and then changing the complete structure of their team a couple of times, which isn't good. What about you? What do you think?
So mine's slightly different to yours. For me, with Punjab, it's kind of playing to their strength. When I've seen them win games in the IPL quite comfortably, it's when they've batted deep and they've just kept going at the opposition the whole way through. Because their bowling's always strong. It's just, can their batting keep going? And so I've kind of adopted that mentality when picking the team. Same top 3 as your first choice 11. So Darwin, Prab Simran Singh, Johnny Bairstow. I've gone for Arthur Day at 4. Liam Livingston at 5, just to mix up the overseas with the less experienced Indians. Jitesh Sharma at 6. I've then got Sam Curran at 7, Harshal Patel at 8, Harpreet Brar at 9. So you're batting all the way through to 9. Kagisa Rabada 10, Arshdeep Singh 11, and then Rahul Chahar is my impact player. So that's what I've gone for. Obviously, Sikandar Raza coming in. I wanted to fit Sikandar Raza coming in, but that would have meant getting rid of Johnny Bairstow and Liam Livingston, who, for me, have to play for Punjab because they're really strong batters. I'm not saying that Sikandar Raza isn't, but I think they are better and more proven against better opposition. So that's my thinking behind that. But it'll be interesting to see how Punjab do. If you disagree with any of our thoughts, we've got a lot of Punjab fans who watch this channel, then let us know in the comments. Let us know what your favoured 11/12 would be. If you've enjoyed this video, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you really wanted to support us more than you already do, then you can become a member, and there's perks that will come with that. And also, if you want to follow us on social media, that will help us out a great deal, and the link tree's in the description below. But other than that, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.